Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Chandrika and this is RIKA Life. I want to welcome you all back to my channel. There's so much fun yarny goodness happening here, so definitely like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. In today's video, I wanted to share with you some of my finished objects. I didn't have a challenge for this, but I keep track of every piece that I make basically, and I have a running list for each month of what all I've made that month. So as May was finishing, I wanted to just finish as many projects as I could, and so those are some of the things that I want to share with you today. I was able to finish a couple of pieces, and I was actually able to use up some yarn that I had lying around. So the two things I want to share with you are actually pillow or cushion covers. That is what I made. So the first one I've actually shared on my community tab, and you might have seen it there. So this is a cushion that I had, and I didn't like the print of it, so I've just covered it with my yarn. And that is what it looks like. This is all the yarn itself. This yarn is called Premier Eversoft, and I think the color is just called multi. And yeah, this just keeps changing colors, so it goes very short color changes. I think this is called variegated yarn, but this is like very short changes. So there's we have blues, purples, red, orange, peach, green, red, orange. Yeah, there's just so many colors in here. So what I did for this pillow is I actually had 2 balls of this yarn, and I think I've used about 1.5. So let me see if I have the label here. I should. I think I've saved the label. I'm actually just keeping all my labels in here because of the challenge that I'm doing right now. So I have challenged myself to use up 50 balls of yarn before I buy any more new yarn. And the second part of that challenge is to use the yarn that are in my bins behind me before going into the new yarn that's in my yarn closet. So those are kind of 2 challenges I have going on. And I just had my daughter count how many are in here, and I'm up to 25 already. So I'm already halfway there. And I think it's been literally 10 days since I started this challenge. So I'm doing really good. Okay, let me see if I can find the Premier Eversoft label in here. It should be in here, just so that I can share with you the specs. Now, of course, I won't be able to find it unless it's at the bottom. It could be at the, oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. I just wanted to find it so that I could share the specs with you because this was my first time using this yarn. Sorry for the noise. So, yeah, Premier Eversoft Multi, and oh, there's a color name. It says Confetti. So that is the color name, Confetti. And it is 207 yards or 190 meters, 4 ounces, 113 grams. It's 100% acrylic, and it is a medium 4 weight. It says machine wash, warm, tumble dry, low. That's good. And it recommends a US I or 5.5 millimeter hook. I'm trying to remember what size hook I used. I either used an I or a J. I feel like I might have used a J on this. So this is a very simple pattern. I think it's called a block stitch. And so I just chained all the way across so that it would cover the pillow. And then I started doing the block stitch. And block stitch is just a foundation row of single crochet, chain 3, single crochet all the way across. And then the next row you make 3 double crochets in each of those chain spaces. So I'll show that to you up close. You can see that there. And yeah, I just did that all the way till I reached the top. And I think for this one, I actually didn't make a front and back panel. I literally just made, did I? Oh, I did. Okay. So that was the other pillow. So for this one, I did make 2 panels. So I made the front panel and I made the back panel. And then once it was done, then I joined it together on all four sides. So you can see I think I did slip stitches in the back loops. I think that's what I did for this one. So it's not perfect by any means. I mean, but it doesn't really need to be. I didn't feel like it needed to be something perfect. This was just a home decor project to like make this pillow really beautiful, because I was kind of sick and bored of the pattern that was on this actual pillow. So I just crocheted on top of it. And this is not the first time I did it. I have done something like this before. I have two other cushions that I've done this to that are in my living room. And now this is right beside me when I'm crocheting. I love it so much. It's so happy. I really, really like it. So I'm trying to think what other questions you might have. So I used either an I or a J hook. I didn't have to cut the yarn or anything. So yeah, I used about 1.5 balls of this. So I would have used around 300 yards for it. This is a really great project for just making things more beautiful around your home. If you have any old pillows lying around, or you know, the first project that I did with cushion covers were with cushions I purchased at Walmart that were on clearance for like $1 something. And I bought 2 cushions and I was like, well, the pattern's okay. I brought it home and then I literally was like, I need to crochet on this. And that's what I did. I just did like a granny stitch for that one, and I did 2 panels and I joined them, and I made really beautiful cushion covers. So that was the first project I wanted to share with you. And I have one more that I want to share with you today. So let me just put this down. Okay, the next one is a little bit different, but very much the same. Sorry, I just have to reach over and grab it. Okay, so this is actually my scrap yarn pillowcase. I had another pillow that had this like hideous dark brown cover on it. So it had a zipper. I opened the zipper and I took out that pillow form that was inside. It was coming apart, so I had to stitch it back together. And then I decided to use up scrap yarn, and that's what this is. So I started here. I'm holding it upside down. Okay, I started here at the bottom. This is Karen Simply Soft and Royal Blue. This is a Hirschner's yarn. This is Willow yarn, Willow Rise from Hirschner's. And I just did one long panel, and then I stitched the sides and I stitched the bottom. So this is my scrap pillow, and then I got to use a bunch of my scraps in here. It's so bright, it's so cheery, it's so happy. I just love it. And this is the exact same pattern as the pillow I just showed you, the block stitch. So here you can see it a little bit better because you can see that stitch definition. In the other one, that pattern kind of got lost, but that's okay. So I think I'm holding it the right way now. Yeah. So this was, because I did it all in one panel, then you would kind of look at it this way so that you can see that block stitch. Yeah. So it's just a very, very simple pattern. I would encourage you to look it up. It's such a great, easy pattern, and now I've done it multiple times. And it just made this really fun pillow. So it's actually quite big. It's bigger than my face. But it's so happy, and it keeps moving around the house now because it'll stay in my living room, then I'll take it in my bedroom. And the pillow itself was very, very nice. It's very nice and soft. It's just that I didn't want that like dark brown color. So I decided to crochet over it. So this is a really fun way to use up your scraps. So these were just scraps that I had in my I have three bags. So the first bag has DK weight or thinner. The second bag has worsted weight, and the third bag has bulky weight and higher. So these were all from my worsted weight scraps, and you can see like there's a peach color in here. It literally only got 1 row, but I still used it. This is Joanne's Big Twist Twinkle. You might not be able to see the sparkle from there. And yeah, I just got to use up like all of these scraps, and it made me so happy because now I have something like fun. in my home, and it's like, it's so pretty. I got to use up my scraps. It's like a win-win all around. So it's a really fun scrap project instead of making like an entire blanket. I feel like, or making like squares and joining them, or making like motifs and joining them. I feel like making these pillows and cushions is just like a really fun way, and it's really nice to like jazz up your home, you know, if you just want a little bit of an update and you have some fun yarn. This is an amazing project, so I would definitely recommend this for you. I'll show you those two again, that one and this one. So they're very, very different. You can tell it's the same pattern, but it looks so different because this is very busy yarn and this is just solid colors. So you get to see both, and you get to yeah, you get to see both, and you get to like understand how the yarn will look. So this was my first time using this Premier Eversoft, and I'm not sure what other colors it comes in. I'm guessing it comes in solid colors as well. I had posted about this in the community tab and asking whether I should use this first or use Premier Puzzle Yarn first, and most people chose this one, which is what I started working on. And what was I going to say? Yeah, so some people were actually comparing this yarn to Caron Simply Soft, and it is comparable, I feel, but it doesn't have, I don't know, it is comparable to some of their colors, because most colors of Caron Simply Soft have like this sheen on it, like this shine. And then yeah, the thickness did remind me of Caron Simply Soft, so this is very similar to that, but I guess it's Premier's version of that yarn. If I had to use Eversoft again, I would try out a solid color, and hopefully they would have some of these really nice colors. I hope they do, because these colors are just beautiful. So yeah, I like this yarn. I would use it again, and I have some left over. So I'm trying to think what to make from the leftover yarn. And now, as I'm talking to you, I'm thinking I might just make a baby hat. That might be the best use of it. I don't think I have enough to make like a scarf or anything, but I think I could make at least 1 or 2 baby hats. So I'm going to do that with that yarn. I have a lot more whips and finished objects that are like in progress and that are finished, but I have been finishing projects, not weaving in the ends, putting it on the side, and then starting new projects. So I have so many projects on the go right now, and it's like, I'm like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I'm just like getting so excited. I'm also getting excited because of the challenge for using 50 balls of yarn. I'm also getting excited for the challenge of using up what's behind me. So those two things are kind of motivating me, because I want to use the new yarn that I bought, but I'm holding back. So now that we are in June, I'm also keeping track of the finished projects. So all of these things will be, I think those pillows I might have actually finished in May. So I think that's on the May list. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of things happening here, and I'm going to be sharing lots more in upcoming videos. So definitely stick around. I'm very active in the community tab. So I always put community posts, sharing my whips, sharing polls, asking questions, letting you know about my new videos in case, you know, it doesn't pop up in your feed. So make sure you like my videos, make sure you subscribe so you get to see all the new content, and I hope to be bringing you lots more content over the summer. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I hope you have a wonderful crochetful day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.